Good evening, everyone. I'm Detective Rayon. I've been working in the police force for over 15 years.
And I'm Officer Lila. I've been partnered with Detective Rayon for the past 3 years. We've solved many cases together.
We have. But tonight, we're going to tell you about a case unlike any we've ever handled before.
What made this case so different?
This case involved a train, a night train. It vanished in the middle of its journey.
Vanished? A whole train?
Yes, a train with 47 passengers and a full crew. It simply disappeared.
How is that possible?
That's what we had to find out. The train departed from one city. It never arrived at the next.
When did this happen?
It happened on a cold winter night. The train was called the Midnight Express. It was a famous train. It traveled between two large cities.
It must have been very popular.
It was. People loved the Midnight Express. It was comfortable. It was fast. It was reliable. Or so everyone thought.
So what happened on that night?
The train left the station at exactly 11 p.m. Everything was normal. The passengers were happy. The crew was professional. The weather was clear.
So what went wrong?
The train was supposed to arrive at its destination at 6 a.m., but it never came.
Never came? So no one reported it missing?
The station at the destination called the departure station. They said, "Where's the train?" The departure station said, "It left on time." No one knew what happened.
That must have caused panic.
It did. The families of the passengers were terrified. The media was calling it a mystery. Everyone was asking questions.
So you were called to investigate?
Yes. I was assigned to the case immediately. I gathered my team. We started working.
Where did you start?
We started at the departure station. We interviewed the staff. We checked the records.
Did they find anything unusual?
Nothing. The train left on time. All passengers were accounted for. The crew was experienced.
So the problem happened after departure?
Yes. So we traced the train's route. We looked at every station along the way.
And did you find anything?
We found that the train passed through 3 stations. At each station, it was seen. It was on time.
So it was fine for part of the journey?
Yes. After the 3rd station, it entered a long tunnel. That tunnel was its last known location.
A tunnel? What happened inside the tunnel?
That's what we needed to find out. The train entered the tunnel at 1:30 a.m. It never came out the other side.
Horrified. So it disappeared inside a tunnel?
That's what it seemed like.
So did you search the tunnel?
Yes, we searched the entire tunnel. It was long and dark, but there was no train.
No train? So where did it go?
That was the million-dollar question. We had no answers, but I wasn't ready to give up.
What did you do next?
I decided to look into the passengers. I thought maybe one of them was involved.
Involved? How?
Maybe someone planned the disappearance. Maybe someone on the train was involved in a crime.
So you checked their backgrounds?
Yes, we pulled records of all 47 passengers. We checked their names, addresses, and histories.
And what did you find?
We found something strange. 8 of the passengers had no records. They didn't exist.
They didn't exist? What do you mean?
Their names were fake. Their addresses were fake. Their IDs were fake. They had no history before that night.
Amazing. So they were ghosts?
Yes. 8 ghosts traveling on a train that vanished into thin air.
So the disappearance was planned?
That's what I believed. Someone wanted that train to disappear.
But why? What was on that train?
That's what we had to find out. We started investigating the company that owned the train.
What did you find?
We found that the train was carrying something valuable. Something valuable was in the cargo car.
What was it?
We found out it was a shipment. A very valuable shipment of gold.
Gold? On a passenger train?
Yes. It was being transported secretly. The company didn't want anyone to know.
So someone wanted to steal the gold?
That was the most likely explanation.
So who was involved?
We looked at the crew. We looked at the company employees. We looked at anyone who knew about the gold.
And did you find a suspect?
Yes. We found a man named Mr. Harrison. He was a senior employee at the train company.
What was his connection?
He had access to the train schedules. He knew about the gold shipment, and he had financial problems.
So he had a motive?
Yes. He was in debt. He owed a lot of money.
Did you arrest him?
We didn't have enough evidence. We couldn't prove he was involved.
So the case was stuck.
Yes, for a while. Until we found a key witness.
Who?
A man who lived near the tunnel. He claimed he saw something strange that night.
Exciting. What did he see?
He said he saw a train leave the tracks. It wasn't on the main line. It was on an old, unused track.
An old track? I didn't know there was one.
Neither did we, but we found it. A hidden track that led to a remote area.
So the train was diverted?
Yes. Someone switched the tracks. The train was sent down a secret route.
Curious. Where did the track lead?
It led to an abandoned station. A station that had been closed for years.
An abandoned station?
Yes. We went there. We searched the area.
And what did you find?
We found the train. It was sitting on the tracks. Empty.
Horrified? Empty? So where were the passengers?
We don't know. They were gone. All of them.
Worried? Gone? How could they just disappear?
That's what we're still trying to find out.
Curious. So you found the train but not the people?
Yes. The train was intact. The luggage was still there. The food was still there. But the passengers and crew were gone.
Shocked. That's terrifying.
It was. It was like they vanished into thin air.
Curious. Were there any signs of struggle?
None. Everything was calm. It looked like they just stood up and walked away.
Confused. So where did they go?
That's the question that still haunts me.
Curious. Did you find the gold?
No. The cargo car was empty. The gold was gone.
Thinking. So the gold was stolen?
Yes. And the passengers were taken. Or they disappeared. Or something else happened.
Curious. Did you ever find out what?
That's the mystery. A mystery that remains unsolved.
Thank you for sharing this case with us, Detective Ryan.
Thank you for listening. So, you found the train, but the passengers and crew were gone. What did you do next?
We had to think like the criminals. We had to figure out what they would do with 47 people.
47 people is a lot to hide.
Exactly. You can't just make that many people disappear without a trace. There had to be something, some clue we were missing.
Did you find any clues?
Yes. We searched the abandoned station thoroughly. We found footprints leading away from the train. Footprints of many people.
Shocked? Footprints? So they walked away?
Yes. They walked away in an orderly manner. There was no panic, no running, no chaos.
That's strange. If I were being kidnapped, I would run.
That's what we thought. But the footprints were calm. They were organized. It looked like they were being led.
Led by whom?
That's what we had to find out. We followed the footprints. They led into the forest.
The forest? That's a dangerous place at night.
It was. But someone knew the way. Someone was guiding them.
Did you find where they went?
We found a clearing. A large clearing with tire tracks. Many vehicles had been there.
Shocked. So they were taken away by vehicles?
Yes. The footprints ended there. It looked like they were loaded into trucks.
Trucks? So there was a whole operation involved.
A very organized operation. Someone had planned this carefully.
So the gold and the passengers were taken?
Yes, but we didn't know where they were taken.
Did you find any other evidence?
We found a piece of fabric. It was caught on a bush near the clearing. It looked like it came from a uniform.
A uniform? Like what kind?
It was dark blue. It had a small badge. It looked like a train conductor's uniform.
Shocked. So someone from the train was involved.
That was our conclusion. Someone on the crew helped the criminals.
Did you find out who?
We looked at the crew list. There were 5 crew members. The driver, the conductor, and 3 attendants.
And did you find the owner of the uniform?
Yes. It belonged to one of the attendants. His name was Mr. Smith.
Was he still missing?
Yes. He was one of the missing people.
So he might have been part of the plan.
Agreed. We thought so. We started investigating Mr. Smith. We looked into his background.
And what did you find?
We found that Mr. Smith had a criminal record. He had been involved in a theft years before.
So he had a history of crime.
Yes. He had been fired from his previous job for stealing, but he got a job on the train through a friend.
Did he have any connection to Mr. Harrison?
No. There was no connection between them. They seemed to be working separately.
So there were two separate groups involved?
That's what it looked like. Mr. Harrison was the inside man at the company. Mr. Smith was the inside man on the train.
So how did they coordinate?
That was the big question. They had to be in contact somehow, but we couldn't find any communication records.
Did you find anything else?
We found a note in Mr. Smith's locker. It was a map of the abandoned station and the old track.
A map? So he knew about the hidden track.
Yes, he had drawn the map himself. It showed the exact route to the station.
So the plan was already in place.
Yes, it was well planned. Someone had spent a lot of time organizing this.
Did you find out who was behind it all?
That's the part of the story that still haunts me. We followed the trail of evidence. We found more clues. But the mastermind behind it all remained hidden.
So you never found out who orchestrated the whole thing?
No, we arrested Mr. Harrison and Mr. Smith. They were part of the plan, but they were not the masterminds. They were just pawns.
Pawns? So someone else was pulling the strings?
Yes, someone with a lot of money, someone with a lot of power, someone who could make people disappear without a trace.
Did you ever find the passengers?
Some of them. A few months later, some of them appeared in different cities. They had been let go, but they were afraid to talk.
Afraid? Of what?
They were threatened. They were told that if they spoke, their families would be harmed. So they stayed silent.
That's terrible.
It was. We tried to protect them, but we couldn't. The people behind this were very powerful.
And the gold? Was it ever recovered?
No. The gold was never found. It probably disappeared into the black market.
So the criminals got away?
Yes, in a way they did. But we caught some of them, and we saved some of the passengers.
So the case was a partial success?
Yes, we solved part of the mystery, but the biggest question remained unanswered.
What question?
Who was behind it all? Who had the power to make a whole train disappear?
That's a very scary thought.
It is. It shows that even in our modern world, there are forces we don't understand.
Did you ever stop investigating?
No. I kept the case open. I kept looking for answers, but I never found them.
Do you think the truth will ever come out?
Maybe one day, when people are no longer afraid, when they can speak freely.
So what's the lesson of this story?
Firmly. The lesson is that not all mysteries are solved. Some secrets stay hidden forever.
That's a sobering thought.
Yes, but it's also a reminder to be grateful for the safety we have.
Would you recommend people to travel at night?
No. On that train was retired after the incident. It never ran again.
Really? So the Midnight Express is gone?
Yes. It was a famous train, but it ended in tragedy.
Do you ever think about the passengers?
Yes. I think about them often. I wonder what happened to them. I wonder where they are now.
That's very compassionate.
Thank you. It's part of being a detective. You never forget the people you couldn't save.
So what's the final message?
Firmly. The final message is that the truth is out there. Even if we never find it, it still exists.
That's a powerful thought.
Yes. And that's the mystery of the night train.
Thank you for listening to Dark Tales on Elevate English. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe.
And remember, sometimes the darkest secrets are the ones we never uncover.
Goodbye, and stay curious. The world is full of mysteries.
We'll see you next time on Elevate English.